We got Crimson in here. My
Hi,
man.
everyone.
Hi, how
Do
you
you hear
doing?
me?
Yeah,
Hi.
we hear you.
Okay. I'm doing great. And you guys?
We're doing good. We've seen some good matches, you know. We've seen some, like one of the best players of the world, like beat our best player's ass. We're having fun, and we're happy that you're here with us. So, talk us a little bit about the match. How do you feel about this match?
It was a good match. For this one, it was like heavily in my favor, but most of the time when I play against Geeck-O, the match are usually more close than the final result. I think also that even if I won like uh, with a pretty important advantage, every match was pretty close. I think
Yeah.
I did a lot of comebacks and stuff like that. So this time it shifted in my favor, but next time who knows?
Yeah, we were talking just about that because, like, we felt that it was very close. Especially, Geeck-O was getting a lot of damage in the beginning of the rounds, but he never felt like safe. Even though you had like little life left, there was always the dangers like of your activation and then mix-ups and coming back, and that's what happened basically. You came back a lot of times.
Yeah, exactly. The fact that Kami has a low like stun and low health is not a problem to lose the beginning of the round against her, even to get jumped in. It's really easy to come back. So yeah.
Yeah. And how do you feel about the format of this tournament, like the FT10s and then the top 6 in the round robin format? Do you like it?
Yeah, I really like long set. That's like my favorite part of fighting games. It's like remind me a little bit of the Topanga or those kind of things, and I think that's something we miss here in Europe. So I'm really happy to see those kind of formats.
Nice. Yeah, we got a little bit inspired by Topanga and stuff. So, Bert, you want to ask something? You have the mic off. If you want to ask something, you need to.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Hello, Mr. Crimson. I want to ask you about a couple of things about Dalsim right now, about Dalsim in Street Fighter 5, and especially one thing about it, because we've seen in this match that you were clearly superior when your offense started. Geeck-O wasn't really able to stop you when you were on offense, but H. Godai, Diego, told us that we didn't actually expect it in season 1 when if that Dalsim could have been so much an offensive character as not so much a zoner. You know, when did you start playing Dalsim? Because you started with Laura, if I recall correctly.
Yes. So first, I think when I watched the older Dalsim game plan, except for Street Fighter 4. I think that he was pretty much... Zoner is not the term that I would use to define Dalsim. He's more a neutral control character and...
Yeah, space control, yeah.
Yes, and pushing you to do a mistake to get a knockdown, and off this knockdown, like, it's pretty much the snowball game who's going. And Street Fighter 2, Street Fighter 5, of course, and a few others. So it's like the same in this game. Like neutral control into knockdown and mix-ups, big damage, etc.
Okay.
So that's for the first question. And the second one, why did I go on Dalsim, starting with Laura? Because I thought at the beginning that Laura will have some trouble against Zangief, against Birdie, and some big grappler character. Of course, because lower health, and she's good close, so she cannot abuse of the neutral, etc. And Dalsim wasn't really played. I never saw a lot of Dalsim, and I think that okay, why not? It's original. Let's give it a try. And the start was pretty harsh, honestly, pretty hard. I had a really tough start with him.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. It is a weird character to get used to, like especially like the very slow jumps and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's still like at every level of Dalsim play, you can see sometimes like a messed up jump and something like that. It is difficult. But I think it's very rewarding in that
Yes,
aspect
yes.
because it's very technical. Yeah.
He's one of the best in the game, if not the best. So that's the thing that I like it. If you want to put a strong character in the game, at least like he need to be technical.
Yeah. So what you're saying is like leave Luke out of the game, basically.
Yeah, I think Luke is a little bit too easy. Not too easy, but I think it will be
Straightforward,
cooler
maybe.
Yeah, exactly. Straightforward, like classic game plan, etc.
Yeah. Okay, I get it. But
Can I?
we all know why he's so strong in Street Fighter 5.
Mhm.
No secret.
At this
But
point,
Go ahead,
can I
Diego.
yeah, no, I just have one of my curious questions. It's not involving mayonnaise. I'm
Okay.
be safe. Don't worry. No, I would like to ask to Mr. Crimson that we have to remember that he came to our two latest RedLine fight, so he could win a participation for the next one. What is the aspect, the feature of Dalsim that he likes more? Like he enjoys so much the mobility that we discussed about this strange, unpredictable mobility, or maybe the mix-ups in general that he can do, or I mean, if there is one particular aspect of the character that he really enjoys.
Honestly, it reminds me a lot my other character in other games. Like I used to play Viper in Street Fighter 4, and I used to play Zato in Guilty Gear. And
Okay.
those
The weird
characters are exactly like Dalsim, like neutral control, and extremely rewarding when you get your knockdown, when the opponent do a mistake, when he jump and he get knocked down, when he try to get in with some bad way. Also, of course, to like balance, they got pretty bad defense, or not for Viper,
Yeah.
but most of the time they got pretty bad defense. And yeah, that's something that I like. Neutral control. You are pretty much comfortable, like 80% of the match you are in your comfort zone. And it's all about how you will deal with the 20% time where you will be out of your comfort zone when the opponent's gonna be in. How do you will deal with the offense of your opponent, etc.
Yeah. So I want to like transition in a little bit to the rest of the tournament because I want to ask you.
can I just do one?
Oh, yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, you actually know him, I think.
Yeah, of course.
Told us to ask you if do you think Geeck-O should have played more? I will just add something. Should have played more Fury.
Yeah, I think there is one thing that Geeck-O didn't done in this match was counter poking the Dalsim limbs. You have multiple ways to deal with the limbs. Either you try to whiff finish it, he's really good at it. He got me with the crouch heavy into super. Sadly, he used the medium kick super, not the heavy super. I was surprised, but it didn't work. But you also need to counter poke the games or the game plan of Dalsim. With the heavy punch of Kami, for example, the heavy punch into spiral arrow. Of course, you need to know the exact situation where you are able to counter poke the limbs. Like for example, if Kami press medium kick and I block it, if she goes for the heavy punch right after, and I use like medium kick or medium punch, I lose into spiral arrow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but
that-
I was meant to ask you if do you think that he should have played more Jury?
Oh, Jury.
Not just tonight. In general, especially in Capcom Cup. Maybe he had some fangs.
Oh no, I think his Kami is his best character, and also I think that is the character that he like the most, and
Yeah.
True.
he feel attached to the character. So maybe it's the last Capcom Cup. It will be sad to lose and use a sub. If you have to lose, just play your main.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true. So let's go get over a little bit of the rest of the tournament. So do you see the screen right now, Crimson? Just click on my.
Discord.
Yes,
Okay.
you can click on my. Okay, perfect. So these are the matches. I want to ask two questions about it. One, what do you think about the last one that we have Garnet against Andy Walker, and how do you think you will fare in the top 6? So
So the next one is Garnet and Walker.
yeah,
Oh, that's really interesting. I don't know how it goes like in terms of matchup. If Garnet will use Fang. I know that Garnet play a lot of Dalsim. I really wonder if you use Dalsim because Andy Walker, I have a lot of experience against the Dalsim,
Yeah.
but I would be really interesting to see how Garnet could do against Andy Walker, and especially if I can learn some things in this game plan. And yeah, so I think that Andy Walker will win,
Okay.
but I'm really curious to see how Garnet will play against him.
Yeah. Hopefully, it's gonna be like an even match and a fun match. We had a couple of very, very good ones in the past. We had Sketchy Sempre against Veggie. I don't know if you see that.
Yeah.
But it was very, very close. And also, Mr. Wolf Hurricane was close. So we had some close matches. Unfortunately, no Italian player has managed to get in the top 6 yet. We have one more chance to get it. But what do you think about the top 6? How do you think you will fare in the top 6?
If I watch the name right there, so I would say Andy Walker, Hurricane, TKR, Geeck-O, Viggy, and I think that's 6, right?
Geeck-O is out. you took him out.
Okay. I see. I thought that he was able to come.
So
back.
it's Jimmy, Hurricane, TKR, Veggie, you, and the winner between Garnet and Annie Walker.
Okay, I see. So there is like 2 players, like 1 player who's gonna go out, right? Like 2 players.
Yeah, one. Geeck-O is out, so it's only to be decided between Garnet and Annie Walker. Yeah.
Okay, I see. So the question is, how do I feel?
Yeah,
like,
about
play
going in
against-
the top 6. Yeah.
Oh, I see. Honestly, when I watch the names, I'm really curious to play against Hurricane because he's back in the game, long time, etc. Even me, I took a little break after the Capcom Cup, so it will be a fun match. Same for Viggy. TKR is always like, he's probably the player who scares me the most, honestly. Because
really?
He's my training partner and he knows me really well. In first to 10, I think I'm gonna win, but you never know. And of course, Andy Walker is also one of the players that I want to take a revenge because he beat me recently in the last
Nice.
match that we done. So I really want to get that revenge.
Yeah, that's gonna be nice to see. Also, TKR, we had a nice chat with TKR in the in that episode, and he was very confident about his chances in the top 6. I'm really curious to see how he fares.
No, because Mr. Crimson, top 6 is not first to 10. It's like directly first to 3, if I'm correctly.
Okay.
Yeah. But
it's
it-
like a round robin, first to 3, and the 2 top players will play a final, just a grand final out of the pool. It's just a pool, round robin. The 2 best players play the final.
Yeah. So the nice thing is you're gonna have a chance to play against everybody basically,
Yes,
and that's nice.
Perfect. Okay, I'm really happy. Sorry for my.
No, it's fine.
Oh,
it's
don't you worry. It is a little bit complicated if you're not like inside of the things. So don't worry about that.
Oh, yeah, it's really
So-
good. I like the round robin also. It's also really cool.
Thank you.
Yeah, just one question again about the Capcom Cup. What do you think about this is not at all about just Capcom Cup. What do you think about the format in fighting game tournaments? Do you think we should stick to the open bracket and like double elimination open bracket? Or do you think that the top tournaments should go to a little bit a more closed environment to make the top player have more like screen time and have more like stuff like that?
I think that it's okay like we do it right now. Like most of the tournaments are open bracket. And of course there is some invitationals to bring the hypes, etc. So I think right now it's good. I think open bracket need to stay exactly the same. Maybe like in a perfect world, I would love to play first to 3 since the beginning of the tournament. I think like many players. But in terms of time, it could be complicated, etc. Like Street Fighter 6 looks really volatile in terms of game. You know, there is through loops, big damage, etc. So maybe we will have to consider to consider that the first three since the beginning. Who know?
Yeah,
But as
that
it
would be a nice thing to see. How long are the tournaments in Street Fighter 6 giving like the same structure of Street Fighter 5 tournaments, and maybe adjust from there after the first couple tournaments, maybe the majors. It could be possible that like tournament organizers will adapt to some different format.
For sure, we're going to have faster loading times and screens.
Yeah.
I think so. That cut in half the usual time we need for tournament, and we know because we
that'd be nice.
Many tournaments before, so
Yeah.
that would be amazing. So
Fast rematch. Also, I think you can change your character in really fast. In the restart thing. So yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, you don't have to get back to the character select menu and stuff. Yeah, that's nice. And so since we are on the topic of Street Fighter 6, I wanted to ask you like the last couple of questions about the new game. So, how do you feel about the game in general? And then how do you feel about Dalsim? Even though we seen very little of him, but what do you feel about him?
I love the game. I think that the game is extremely well polished in any sense, like solo or competitive, or also how easy it will be to bring new players and to like show the games and explain how work the game to new players. It's not funny to like pass 1 hour to explain how to do a Hadoken to someone. It's more interesting to pass this hour to explain how work the Hado trap. So you press this move, the Hadoken come out. You press this move and this direction, you got the Shoryuken, and you will learn really fast the basics of Street Fighter, the whiff punish, etc. So yeah, I really love the game. Every mechanics, the drive dodge is extremely interesting in my opinion. So I just can't wait to play. About Dalsim, they change few little things, like they remove the Gale and they give him few other stuff. I think he will, his game plan will be more about zoning and neutral control than offense this time because he lose the Gale. But also you have like a kind of throw loop. You have good walk speed. He look really complete. He looks to have a lot of tools.
I think that in Street Fighter 6, like Oki, like acquires a very different meaning in general, right? Because you have so many options when you wake up, and also there are very few moves that like give you like the real Oki, right? Like you have in Street Fighter 5. So it's less move that give you Oki, and then there are so many more options on Wake Up that you can choose from to defend it. So I think Oki has like a different role in the game compared to Street Fighter 5, and in my opinion, it's better because like it's like less oppressive for a player like me, but. I think you're right about Dalsim. It looks like more of a spacing character of a, like screen control, and and you think you wanna be playing him?
Yeah, definitely. Just for the, I think it will be interesting for also the people who will watch my stream, etc., to see how I adapt to this Dalsim to the new Dalsim.
That's true.
So just for this, I think it's gonna be cool.
So you are going to go.
What's your like another character you're interested in?
Yeah, that was one.
I think I might start with Luke because I think he's the strongest character in the beta.
So, really?
I agree with you. Actually, I've played him.
Yeah. You have some crazy thing that nobody saw because everyone is bored of Luke because of SF5 Luke. But yeah, maybe Luke and Dalsim.
Okay, that's cool. Nice.
I have another very very brief technical question. If I ever see a kind of a debate or discussion on the 6, I mean, everybody loves Street Fighter 6 already. It's a classic, even months before it goes out. But there is always this type of critique, I would say, in regards of the huge scaling about the perfect parry. So I sometimes hear that, it's okay since you have this powerful tool, and on the other side, somebody who says, no, you should be rewarded with a big damage since you had a very good read with a perfect timing. So if you ever, I don't know, have an opinion on this, which explanation, what is your opinion about this? perfect parry utilization, let's say.
I agree on the fact that they reduce the reward because the risk is really low to parry. It's reversal frame 1, it's really hard to punish, almost impossible to punish, or you have to delay a throw, so you have to give up your key, etc. So if you want to put more reward to the parry, okay, put more risk. So, and not invincible or something like this, in my opinion. Yeah, it's well rounded, in my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah, I would agree. I think that like maybe people are worried about the hype factor going a little bit down because of the scaling, but I think that the hype will stay there because it's okay. It's flashy. It's a big moment when it happens, and I think that if it happens in the right way, at the right moment, like the opponent has like I don't know 30% life left or something like that, 25% life left, and you get the perfect parry into level 3 and you win, it's gonna be hype no matter what.
I agree. If they want to push the hype factor, if I could suggest something, it will be to have one possible perfect parry in Burnout, just one.
Okay.
And if you miss, you get counter it and you lose immediately.
Oh
I
my
think
god, that
this will
sounds
be
like
hyper.
scary.
Yeah,
I like the first part. The second part was kinda, extreme, but okay.
So maybe a one-shot parry, like not a parry that you can hold. It's just a
Exactly.
one-shot
You cannot
parry.
hold
Yeah.
it, and if you miss the timing, you get counter it.
Maybe
that,
in
you
season
can
2.
survive. You can survive the drive impact in corner. You know, when you are back to the corner, the game is really cruel when you are in Burnout. So at least you will have an option.
The thing is,
like a last chance. That's it.
yeah. The thing is, there's so many mechanics already in the game that I'm struggling to imagine what they will do in the like further seasons to make the game different, because like we've seen Street Fighter 5 change a lot, adding new mechanics with the new seasons, and it's very difficult for me to imagine what they would do with the 6.
We're probably going to see like some sets of moves change, like I don't know.
Because adding mechanics to a really mechanic-heavy game is really difficult, I feel. But something like that's a small thing that could be very hype, like the suggestion from Crimson, I think is actually nice.
Well, actually,
and I'm going to ask Kirsten if he agrees with me or not, is that they're going to do little patches more often.
Oh,
Like just the big patch after the finals, but just small patches and then the big patch, like esports games do. Would you like it, or would you prefer they stay the way they did with Street Fighter 5?
it's hard to say because both have good quality and sometimes it's bad for both. Like, I think for the competitor, it's always better to have one patch at the end of the season because you can
Adapt.
invest on your character and you know that on the finals you will have the same character than the character that you start with.
That's true.
So yeah, I think it's okay. Like,
The competitive integrity of the competition, I think.
Yeah, some games in the past approached it in that like more esportsy way, but it didn't go well with the community. Community was like not really happy about that because like maybe a month before a big tournament they had the character changed so much that they could like never no more leverage the same things basically. So yeah, I think you're right, and I think Capcom is smart enough to not do that because like it's esports, but its fighting game community is very rooted in like a different kind of environment, I think, compared to the other esports. So there are some values that are important for the FGC, especially like this. Well, so I think that's enough. Thank you very much, Mr. Crimson. It's been nice to see you play again, and we can't wait to see you play again in the top 6. So good luck.
thank you very much. Have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.
thank you, bye.
Have a good night, Mr. Crimson, and I think we are over here too. So if you want to say
have another
something else,
FT10.
or we can just go.
We have another FT10. Oh, we
What?
don't-
What? What? What happened?
I don't know.
Okay, so we will have another FT10. Yes, of course. So, guys, let's wrap this up with like a bit of house cleaning. Next Next episode is in 2 weeks, so stay tuned. We will have a couple of guests, nice guests. We will communicate the guests like a little bit further along, maybe some days before the event. But you're gonna be happy about the guests that we have for the last FT10. And guys, you want to say something to close this out?
No, it's fine. I'm good. I said everything I needed.
It's fine. I can't wait to have these guests in this arcade here. So it's going to be good.
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun. So guys, follow us on social media to get all the news, and maybe if you like missed some of the games, some of the past FT10s, follow us on Twitter and on YouTube so you can get a little bit of what you missed back. Okay, so thank you everybody for staying here with us, and see you next time.
Buonasera.